Now, don't forget the rest now, people. Des at King of the Pit TV signing in once again. I've had a recommendation from a man called Paul. I can't tell you his surname because I don't want to give him a disservice by mispronouncing it. But thank you very much, Mr. Paul. And I want to give I want to give a shout out and a thank you to Fallen God, who has also recommended the same tune. This is The Heaviest Matter of the Universe by Gojira. Never heard this before. I just got onto listening and reacting to some live footage of Gojira from a record after this, I believe. A little more songwriting prog to the more heavy metal based music I've been hearing of so far. So I'm starting to get a little bit of a swing of how far the spectrum goes with this band's sound. So this is Gojira, The Heaviest Matter of the Universe. Dum dum dum. Sounds death metal. This band can do a good pinch harmonic. Pinch harmonics play a big part in this band's sound, or at least the riffing. I'm gonna definitely have a controversial statement here. The least favourite part of this band may potentially be the vocals. I'm not a big fan of these vocals. I know the vocal and the lyric is what brings a lot of people, especially like people who aren't musicians, into the music. So I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but you know, they just don't suit me too much, alright? But the instrumental's heavy so far. Aside from the kick drum, the drummer is just driving, just nice and steady, so casual, so heavy at the same time. The vocals, this vocal style would fit into so many different genres. You could be a new metal band with this vocal, you could be a death metal band, but you could also verge on being a hardcore adjacent band, so like a metal influenced hardcore band. There's a lot of vocalists who go for this style. So there's a growly, shouty-esque vocal. Evil little descending riff there. Very miserable sound. This band pulls out the death metal when the guitars do the tremolo pick riffs. When it's the tremolo picking single note riffs, that's when the death metal stands out the most with this act. Sounds like that track Scourge of Iron by Cannibal Corpse. I think that scratching noise you're hearing is a rake on muted strings. Yeah, this is heavy. I put down the vocals a little bit, but they sound quality on this sort of riff. The little bridge in between this riff, what we just heard, that little bridging section was so tight. The drummer, just on the open hi-hat, quality. I have only listened to Morbid Angel once or twice. Does this sound like the front man or one of the front men of Morbid Angel? Sounds a bit like what I've heard. Yeah, we're getting into Spaceman core right about now. Do you hear the harmonies in there? There's more than one vocal going on. The open strings there, just ripping at them open strings. Right, I got another bold statement coming up. This band's quite nerdy, and I don't say that in a bad way. This is quite a nerdy band, innit? Because there must be a concept to this song as far as that vocal passage at the end where he's got like the robot vocal. There must be some sort of conceptual basis behind that, which, is part of the fabric of this piece of music, this song. Overall, that was pretty good. There's plenty of good riffs. I'm sure if I was listening to headphones, you know what I mean, the heaviness, the low end would really kick in and knock my socks off. That was good. Very death metal. Like I said, I was listening for the first time. I was doing a reaction video to a live performance they had. I can't remember the name of the song at this moment in time, but it was a record after this what got recommended, and they said it was a bit more atmospheric, but it was still heavy. It was, and returning back to this record, it's so much more metal. This is a really heavy metal record. And that's it, yeah, quality. Just to further elaborate on my preference of vocals and what I think towards these vocals is, there's a lot of vocal passages such as the robot bit at the end and the like, the just them sort of vocals as opposed to just being brutal. I like to mosh. This is King of the Pit TV. I'm a big fan of just high energy. Every single part of the song, for the most part, I want to have some sort of dance move to. So when the musician obviously puts themselves first and foremost and thinks, right, I want to have a nice tasteful section where people can really pick out this and that and hear this and that. That doesn't necessarily appeal to a person like me for the most part, at least in like metal music and so forth, because I think I can't mosh to this, you know what I mean? Nor can I sing along. There needs to be like a good hook as well. That's the only thing I'll take. But then again, I'm still talking about stage dives and sing-alongs, so I like crowd participation, and I want to participate and engage with the band I'm into and watching. So if there are some like relatively self-indulgent sections and moments within this style of music, metal music, extreme forms of metal music, I want to be involved in every second with that, and unfortunately there's just a little bit of a language barrier when it comes to the more progressive sections in this metal band. But regardless, that was a good tune. That was Gojira, the heaviest matter of the universe. Thank you very much, Mr. Paul, and thank you, Fallen God, for recommending this tune. It was a pleasure. And that's me, Des, King of the Pit TV, signing out once again.